Hello and good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Lagos State government signs agreement for acquisition of 5,000 vehicles for lag ride project. Pharmaceutical manufacturers urge federal government to address naira depreciation amid hike in drug prices. On a foreign scene, Kenyan police arrest serial killer following discovery of bodies in refuse dump. And in sports, Germany's Thomas Mueller set to retire from international football. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government has signed a landmark joint venture agreement for the acquisition of 5,000 new vehicles for the lag ride project, with 2,000 to be delivered in the first phase. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who witnessed the signing ceremony through Ibile Holdings, said the partnership with Chinese automobile company CIG will ensure safer, more efficient and environmental sustainable transportation solutions for Lagos residents. Governor Sanwo-Olu said through this strategic partnership, his administration is bringing transportation solutions to meet the residents' requirements and is well committed to the integrated urban transportation system options through rail, water, road, and in the nearest future, air transportation. He urged more private organizations and businesses to partner with the state government by sense of purpose and doggedness.
And so you will see that this partnership is not just an e-hailing service, it's also to provide smart taxis for us to be able to do what we call carpool, for us to be able to solve logistics problems, for us to be able to solve delivery problems, and for us to also have an executive chauffeur and reliable rental services. So it's all bucket put in one service that these interventions will be solving.
Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiemi said the new e-hailing lag ride initiative will provide safe, smart e-mobility transportation system with increased local economy and technologically satisfied service for passengers.
This partnership will have a great economic and social impact on Lagosians through an additional job creation through direct employment in driving, maintenance, and administration roles. It will boost the local economy with increased accessibility, thereby improving the transportation system. It will enhance transportation infrastructure in Lagos.
Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Ibile Holdings Limited, Toby Lawal, said the acquisition of the 5,000 lag ride vehicles are in two phases, out of which 1,000 are electric vehicles to enhance smart mobility and e-hailing services, aligning with the Themes Plus agenda of the Sanwo-Olu administration to create a safer, cleaner and technological advanced transportation system for residents. The chairman of the automobile company, Chair Diana Cheng, expressed optimism with the partnership and commended Governor Sanwo-Olu for continued support and trust.
Mr. Governor, your continued support and your trust on us. This is really something new, right? Partnership with the sector to build this huge economic platform. Nobody are able to present now. It's only anything can only be shown in the next 3-5 years.
Our correspondent Deola Kindele reports that the partnership will increase the fleet to 6,000 and will significantly contribute to the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions, promote environmental sustainability, create job opportunities, enhance transportation infrastructure, and position Lagos as a leader to green transportation initiatives. Lagos State government says it will continue to deepen relationships with India culturally, economically, and in the health sector, among others. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this when he received the High Commissioner of India to Nigeria, Shri Balasob Barmanian, who paid him a courtesy visit at the Lagos House, Ikeja. The governor also commended the Indian government for hosting the first set of fellows of the Latif Jakonde Leadership Academy with the aim of developing future leaders in Nigeria. Governor Sanwo-Olu described Lagos as what Mumbai is to India in terms of economic activities.
It just goes to, to confirm, whilst we need to continue to deepen the relationship, continue to ensure that there are no barriers, need to continue to listen and understand that, ease of doing business, what can make them to make additional investment, but and what are the opportunities for Nigerians as well too in India. I think we need to also be able to, open up and see what can we transport.
Speaking earlier, the High Commissioner of India to Nigeria, Sri Balasob Romanian, said his country has over $27 billion investments in Nigeria, expressing readiness to strengthen bilateral relationship with Lagos on capacity building, scholarships, Theme Plus agenda, among other initiatives.
The leadership of my country is very much invested in Nigeria, and that's why you would have perhaps known, Excellency, that even in the beginning of the relationship in 60s, many teachers and many doctors had actually been deputed by India, and many of them have served here till at least the end of 80s in various schools and colleges.
And that was the High Commissioner of India to Nigeria. Lagos State Senior Model College Mirror and New Era Girls Junior Secondary School Surulere have emerged winners of the World Robot Olympiad Finals for junior and senior secondary schools held in Lagos. The two schools, in addition to trophies and other prizes won, will represent Nigeria at the World Robot Olympiad scheduled to hold in the city of Izmir, Turkey, in November 2024. The two schools edged out the other 50 schools that participated in the Robot Olympiad competition at both the preliminary and the finals. While commending the participating schools and their teachers, Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Tolani Ali Balogun, reiterated the significance of science education for school children at an early stage. He added that the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will continue to invest in education and 21st century technology as enunciated in the Themes Plus agenda. And now to the rest of the stories. The Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Group of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, PMGMAN, says to effectively boost local drug production, the federal government must address the persistent depreciation of the naira against major foreign currencies. PMGMAN also said this will ensure the effectiveness of the President Bola Tinubu's executive order on pharmaceuticals. The association noted that the federal government must begin the implementation of the order to avoid worsening the soaring hikes in drug prices. Speaking ahead of the 17th edition of the Nigerian Pharma Manufacturers Expo, chairman of the local organizing committee, Patrick Uja, urged the federal government to provide a timeline for the implementation of the executive order. Aja said the government will need to take certain steps to achieve 70% local drug production, lamenting that the recent fluctuations in the value of the naira have made it difficult for companies to plan and invest. It will be recalled that in June, President Tinubu signed an executive order to increase local production of healthcare products such as pharmaceuticals, diagnostics, devices like needles and syringes, biologicals, and medical textiles, among others. Nigeria's inflation figure has reached a new high, hitting 34.19% for June 2024. According to the latest data from the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, this is an increase of 0.24%, which when compared to the inflation figure for May 2024. The NBS said the headline inflation rate year-on-year basis jumped in June 2024 when compared to the same month in the last year. It says a month-on-month basis, the headline inflation rate in June 2024 was 2.31%, 0.17% higher than the rate recorded in May 2024. The NBS adds that the development comes amid the rising cost of food items across the country, pushing basic commodities beyond the reach of millions. Now to foreign news. Kenyan police have arrested a man who they described as a serial killer, suspected to have been behind a gruesome murder of 9 women whose mutilated bodies were found in a disused quarry used as a rubbish dump. Police say the 33-year-old Jomaisi Kalisia confessed to having killed 42 women since 2022, including his own wife. The suspect was arrested at a bar as he was watching the Euro final. There has been shock and outrage in Kenya since the first of the dismembered bodies were found on Friday at the Mukuru Quarry in the capital, Nairobi. Head of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, Mohammed Amin, said Kalisia confessed to have lured, killed, and disposed of 42 female bodies at the dumping site, all murdered between 2022 and as recent as last Thursday. Police have cordoned off the dump site where the bodies were found in various stages of decomposition. The victims aged between 18 and 30 were all killed in the same way. And now sports. Germany striker Thomas Mueller says he is drawing a line on his 14-year career with the national team following the conclusion of Euro 2024. Mueller, who turned 35 in September, hinted that Germany's 2-1 loss to Spain in the quarterfinals of Euro 2024 will go down as his last game for the national team. He said he would hold talks with national team coach Julian Nagelsmann and decide whether it is the sensible option to step aside in favor of younger players. Mueller was a key member of the German team that won the 2014 World Cup, beating Argentina in the final after extra time. And that's all for the news at 4. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated 500 hectares rice farm technology intervention project? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State government has signed a landmark joint venture agreement for the acquisition of 5,000 new vehicles for the Lag Ride project, with 2,000 to be delivered in the first phase. The Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Group of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, PMG-MAN, has urged the federal government to address the persistent depreciation of the naira against major foreign currencies in order to effectively boost local drug production. We also told you that Kenyan police have arrested a man who they have described as a serial killer, suspected to have been behind the gruesome murder of 9 women whose mutilated bodies were found in a disused quarry used as a rubbish dump. And in sports, Germany striker Thomas Mueller is drawing a line under his 14-year career with the national team following his conclusion of Euro 2024. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluwoporoku. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.